Well, Perth is one of the best places in the world to enjoy a work-life balance, according to America's representative in WA. While Aleisha Woodward has dreams of working at the United Nations, she told Nick Way she's content after nearly 2 years in the West.
She's the face of the US in Perth, a farmer's daughter who's living her diplomatic service dream. Aleisha, do you still yearn to work at the United Nations?
You know, I think it would be a lot of fun to work at the United Nations, but I really enjoy being out and about. I think the United Nations might be a little bit more, focused on talking and not enough doing for my taste now.
How are Aussies viewed by Americans, if at all?
Well, for those Americans that know the difference between Australia and Austria, we aren't known for our geographical knowledge. But for those that know Australia and are familiar with it, I think Americans really like Australians. We see ourselves in you. We see you in us.
Well, the US has New York, Niagara and the Grand Canyon and Utah. How would you sell Australia to the Americans?
Well, I think Australia has, of course, you know, the iconic images that you see, the Sydney Opera House, Uluru. I think for Americans that have a chance to explore Australia a little bit more, it takes a little bit more active research, but there are amazing, amazing opportunities here in Australia.
So what are your favourite things about Perth and Australia?
My favourite things about Perth, I really enjoy the flavour, the feeling of this town. Perth has a better work-life balance than any city I've ever lived in. People, when they're at work, they work hard, but they want to go home at a decent hour so that they can go on a bike ride with their kid or, you know, go play cricket.
We hear a lot about the American dream and the Australian dream. Is there a difference?
You know, I've been thinking about this. You know, even as I talk about Americans and Australians are very similar, there are some differences. I think perhaps Australians, in general, have a better work-life balance. Australians are willing to say, that's enough. I don't need to work anymore. There are things that are more important than work. Americans, I think, get caught up often in more is more.
Aleisha Woodward, thanks so much for having a quick word.
Thank you.